All right, guys. Welcome to a back day. Yep. Today is the start of the third week of being on this reverse diet. Currently, I'm eating around 450, 475, all the way up to 500 grams of carbohydrates, mostly of fruit and carbs from milk. Some Yukon Gold potatoes. This is a really heavy set here. Some Yukon Gold potatoes with just a little bit of butter in it. About 90 grams of fat to 100 grams of fat on the highest. With around 185 grams of protein. So that's what I'm eating right now. Very high carbs, moderate amount of fat. I'm feeling a lot better than I was before. It's actually funny. My my cardio, I've been able to be going, increasing my speed on the cardio. I've gotten all the way up to 3.1 miles an hour for 40 minutes at max incline, and feel fine doing that. I'm keeping the cardio around the same, just for this reverse diet, so I don't fucking blow up. And I also do like cardio. I do think cardio is good for you, and I do think you should be doing cardio all of the time. So this first set here, we're doing the plate loaded rows. Heavy sets, just heavy sets of 6, I think. 3 sets of this as heavy as possible, and then we're gonna do the seated cable rows, as heavy set of 6 as possibly can, and then we're gonna go to the single arm cable pull downs, with some drop sets and some like a monster set, a mini monster set, and then go back to the seated cable rows. I don't know if I had a specific rant in mind for today, but one thing that I've been thinking about, first off, I've been reading a lot lately. I've been getting a lot of pages in, and I think you can't really overestimate or overstate the importance of reading. I just saw a tweet where I forgot who it was, but I just saw a tweet that was talking about the difference between George Orwell and Aldous Huxley, saying that George Orwell was incorrect, that we don't actually have to worry about the tyrannical state government. We don't have to worry about them banning the books. Aldous Huxley's position was that we're going to be in a state of... We're going to be in such a state of distraction and whimsical nonsense, something like that. We're going to be in such a state of distraction that we ourselves, well, on top of not only being in the state of distraction, but there's going to be an overflow and an abundance of information that will be at our disposal. But we're going to be so distracted that we ourselves choose to not engage in any information. And I thought that was insane. And if anyone else, I mean, if you think about it for longer than 30 seconds, you realize just how insane that is and how more true that is becoming of our society and our state of affairs today, rather than the George Orwell idea that the state is going to come in and ban books and ban information and ban knowledge and not allow you to gain access to those resources. The end goal, the end state is where you are become like your own slave master. You become the tyrant of yourself by limiting by limiting yourself. And that's the craziest end stage of all time. And I've talked about this before, I don't know, a couple rants ago, about universal basic income, where the universal basic income, again, is a way to distract you and a way to pacify you. So you have all of your basic needs met, that you're not going to venture out and try to start something on your own here. This is the second set of seated cable rows. It seems to be the case that 99% of the population, maybe less, in a state where they're granted universal basic income and they have their housing taken care of, and they have their food, nutrition, clothes, whatever, just the day-to-day necessities taken care of. It seems to be the case that they no longer will strive to do anything because of this state of comfort that they are in. And in this state of comfort, they will seek out distractions. Now, why will they seek out the distractions? I gotta find a tweet here. That was a really good tweet. Yes, by Father Spiridon Bailey. Shout out Father Spiridon. Legend. He said, he tweeted out, "This is the aim of the enemy of the human race, the devil, to continually sift us like wheat, forcing us to constantly spin in the whirlwind of entertainment and diversions, not allowing us to collect ourselves and contemplate our inner state, our soul." And that's a quote from Archbishop Averki. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I saw that tweet today. And it just made me think about, I saw both those tweets today. The one about the Aldous Huxley tweet and the Orwellian tweet about ourselves becoming like our own slave master and not allowing us to, or not choosing to engage in the resources of information. And then this tweet by Father Spiridon Bailey talking about the aim of the enemy of the human race, the devil, to continually sift us like wheat, forcing us to constantly spin in the whirlwind of entertainments and diversions, not allowing us to collect ourselves and contemplate our inner state, our soul. Man, that's a pretty crazy tweet. That's a pretty crazy quote, considering the fact that I saw the other one today. It's just, I was thinking about it all day, man. It was, it's really crazy when you think about the diversions and the distractions. Is really at the end of the day demonic. And I really hope that to the 21 subscribers currently, that you guys are engaging in some form of personal growth, some sort of acquiring of a skill. If you're not acquiring or learning a skill, I hope you are reading as much as you possibly can, and forcing yourself to do hard things. I believe there was a quote by David Foster Wallace talking about people not being able to read anymore, and the decline of that, and why reading is such a necessity to do something hard, to have some sort of delayed gratification. Because reading, I mean, seriously though, reading really actually doesn't take that long. I mean, I think you can rip through a 300-page book. I mean, if you sit there and start hammering it out, I don't know, 6 to 9 hours, which really isn't that long. Maybe even 12, let's say, on the long end. But seriously, that's like one season of like a show. So it's really not even that long, but it's just crazy when you think about all the distractions that we have going on, and the the end aim goal of these distractions and entertainments, it ends up seeming to be some sort of demonic power or spirit that is the guiding spirit of all of this dizzying entertainment that is put before us to constantly consume. Because I think that's something important to note, that why is it what's important to note here? It seems that the end goal or the end result of all of the conspiracies, if you take all the conspiracies, you bind them, you combine them all into one, you distill what they're trying to do, and you get out this result, which is the end goal, the end state is to is for you to relinquish the power of your own soul. And it seems to be the case that the only power that you have in this world is the power of your own soul, the fate of your soul. And that is the only thing that is needed permission to be taken from you. It is not something that can be taken against your own will. And it seems like these diversions and entertainments are, these dizzying diversions and entertainments are a way to manufacture the consent of the relinquishment of your own soul. So, I hope you guys are reading. But I just think, I don't know, I was thinking about that a lot today, and I think it was just something important. I just wanted to yap about for a bit. Something else that I was, that just has been coming up is something about the internet too. I can't remember what's going on, somewhere in the EU or in Britain, about the digital verified age, because there's so many bots on the internet, and they're trying to make sure you're a real human, because people can't discern between bots and or between AI slop and human-made slop. So we need for our protection we need the digital verification that the fact that we're a human, so we don't get tricked into thinking that into thinking just the most absurd, just seeing absurd things on the internet. But that's for our protection. And I was also just something that was coming up during this was they are creating the problem, and also at the same time so that they can give you the solution. And what this will what's the end goal of this is to obviously there's the initial tracking of all of your data and putting all of that stuff down, but there's also the a more sinister reason why this is going on, for the bots so that they can deploy their own, some sort of bots or something, some sort of AI fake people, so that they can manufacture consensus. Not only manufacture consent, but manufacture consensus, so that people will start seeing stuff on the internet and start being persuaded and manipulated into believing certain ideas, and mostly political. And that is going to be the new influence. It's going to be some sort of AI influence. Whereas something like the 2016 election, they tried to say that Russian bots were the reason why old Donald got elected. but it seems to be that was obviously not, or that was not true, and that was a lie. So it seems that they basically kind of created this fake problem, and now there's a quote unquote real problem, and they're going to give us a solution to where they can just backdoor with more bots in the first place, so that they can persuade us with the correct attitude or worldview that they want us to hold. So what are we supposed to do about all this? 1, probably quit your job, become unemployed. 2, start lifting heavy weights, get jacked, get shredded, and get tan, as tan as possible. I keep forgetting to mention that, dude. You have to, one of the reasons why you have to get employed is because you need to start tanning as much as possible. Your life becomes infinitely better when you start getting tan. Don't cut your hair. You need to start growing your hair out. And then after that, that's when you start learning a skill, something that you're interested in, and then you try and monetize that again by, live streaming and or basically the internet. Just try and use the internet the best you can. That seems to be the only way forward, because it also doesn't seem like you're going to be able to completely resist AI. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to get rid of that. It looks like it's going to be here to stay in some way, shape, or form, in some capacity. So you got to try and manipulate that to your advantage, where you don't have to work a job and leave the house if you don't want to, and just acquire Bitcoin. That seems to be the solution. I mean, I've said this before, but it also every generation has probably said that this is the end times, but it's gone on for another 1,000, 1,500 years plus. So I don't think it's something like the end of the world, what we're talking about, but it's definitely going to be drastically different. That's going to continue on. So you're just going to have to try and figure out create a new solution to this problem that is coming up. Because there's always going to be problems. I saw this guy tweet something out. I forget who it was, but it was something like there's the paradox of there's always going to be problems. So then therefore is going to be always going to be solutions. Like infinite problems also equals infinite solutions. So there's going to be a solution to the problems that are going to be coming at us. So we just have to try and figure out what the solution to that is, and we'll be fine, dude. We'll be chilling. We'll all get our we will all get our Mercedes diesel wagons or diesel sedans, whatever you prefer. I'm more of a wagon guy. It'll happen as long as you just keep working on solutions. In the meantime, I hope me and Schmickus, Sheer Dust, Schmicky Dicky, we started streaming more. I hope he starts getting a camera, dude, because freaking gay sports ball season's coming up. And he's a Cardinals fan, so he's just going to start screaming about the Cardinals. Hopefully he can stream more, dude. That'll be cool. Maybe stream some games. Hopefully we can start blowing up. Yeah. I might do, I don't know. Since I've been reading a lot lately, and I got my break coming up here, taking about 4 to 6 weeks off of the gym, I gotta keep posting content. So I don't know, maybe we'll do like some sort of book review or something. I don't know. We'll see. Something fun. Yeah, but that was generally my rant for today. Hopefully it was a good one. I only did 2 sets here. Well, I did 2 sets here, and then I went and set my camera up in the posing room, because it always takes me forever to get it going, because I don't have autofocus on my camera, on my lens. So So I did 2 sets here, and then I set my camera up, and then I came back out actually, and I did like a couple more just quick sets of these seated cable rows with some pullovers, cable pullovers, and some just like some pull-ups, some burnout pull-ups, and then I hit the posing room. I hope the footage looks good. I've been trying out this new DCTL. I don't remember what that stands for, but it changes something with the color. So hopefully all the footage is looking better and better, looking crisper, looking more cinematic. So yeah, here's the posing, and that's it.